Welcome to Math with Mr. T. All right, we are both here to convert some decimals to fractions. The first thing you have to know is that it's important that you say decimals properly in order to do this. So when we look at this decimal here, it's not pronounced 0.3. It's actually pronounced as 3/10. Why is that helpful? Because I just wrote down this decimal as a fraction by writing down 3/10. Remember, when you read a decimal, you look for the number that's in the farthest to the right, and whatever place value that's in, this 3 is in the tenths, it lets us know how to say the decimal. So let's move on. This next decimal, the 4 is in the hundredths place, so this could be written as 4/100ths. Now, before we move on, we need to make sure we simplify these fractions. So when I look at 4 and 100, I notice that they both share a factor of 2. If you divide the top of a fraction by a number, you need to divide the bottom of the fraction by the number. Essentially what we're doing is we're making the fraction 2 times smaller on the top, and we're shrinking it by 2 times on the bottom. So 4/100ths is the same thing as 2/50ths. Down below, we have 26/100ths, and that one's going to need some simplifying as well. What's a number that we can take out, a factor that we can take out at the top and the bottom here? Well, I don't know what the greatest common factor is, but I do know they both share 2. So I am going to just start by taking out a 2, and I can cut 26 in half. That gets me 13. And I can cut 100 in half, and that gets me 50. Now I know that 13 is a prime number. That means it doesn't have any factors at all. So 13/50ths is where we're going to land. Moving on now, to say this number properly, you would say it 1 and 1/100th. That looks pretty simplified to me. Ooh, what place value is the 9 in? Well, let's see. We got tenths, we have hundredths, and we have thousandths. So this would be written as 9/1000ths. Now hold on a second here. I'm going to think about the factors. I know 1,000 has a lot of factors, but let's think about the 9. The factors for 9 are 1, 3, and 9. Does 1,000 share any of those factors? Well, it shares the 1, but that's not helpful. But 1,000 is not being able to be divided by 3 or 9, so we're stuck with 9/1,000. And the last fraction that we're going to make here is 8 and 5/10. Any simplifying? Yes, of course. We can divide the top of this fraction by 5. We can divide the bottom of this fraction by 5. And we're going to be left with 8 and 1/2. Thanks for watching. I hope the video was helpful. Please let me know. And don't forget to subscribe.